Hello everyone, welcome to GoX China. Are you planning to study in China for a bachelor's degree in 2027, but you have no idea where to start? Which university should you choose? Should you study in English or Chinese? Do you need IELTS? Do you need HSK? What is the CSCA test? What documents do you need? How can you find scholarships? How much money do you need? When should you apply? And after getting admission, how do you actually come to China and start your degree? Do not worry. In this video, I will give you a complete step-by-step roadmap for international students who want to study a bachelor degree in China in 2027. I will explain the process from the very beginning, starting with deciding whether China is the right option for you, choosing your major and university, understanding English taught and Chinese taught programs, learning Chinese and HSK, preparing for the CSCA test, finding scholarships, preparing documents, submitting your application, getting admission, applying for the student visa, and finally arriving in China. And before we start, let us understand something important. Why should you consider China for your bachelor's degree? China has become a major destination for international students because students can find a very large number of universities, many different bachelor's programs, comparatively affordable tuition at many institutions, modern campuses, and a wide range of scholarship opportunities. China also offers bachelor's programs taught in both English and Chinese. For international students who want an affordable international education experience, China can be a very interesting option. And one of the biggest advantages is that there are many different types of scholarships. You can find university scholarships, provincial scholarships, Chinese government scholarships, and other institutional scholarship opportunities. However, there is one important thing you need to understand. China is not one single scholarship system. Every university and every scholarship can have different eligibility requirements, documents, deadlines, benefits, and application procedures. That is why you need a proper roadmap. So let's start from step number 1. Step 1. Decide what you want to study. Before searching for a university, first decide what bachelor's degree you want. For example, computer science, artificial intelligence, software engineering, civil engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, business administration, economics, international business, architecture, medicine, biotechnology, agriculture, aviation, and many other fields. Do not choose a university first and then randomly choose a major. Choose your career direction first. Ask yourself, what subject am I interested in? What subjects did I study in high school? What career do I want after graduation? Which countries or industries do I want to work in? Once you know your major, it becomes much easier to search for suitable universities. Step 2. Decide between English taught and Chinese taught programs. This is one of the biggest decisions for an international student. You normally have two major options: English taught bachelor's program or Chinese taught bachelor's program. For an English taught program, you study your academic courses mainly in English. Depending on the university, you may need an English language qualification such as IELTS or TOEFL, or the university may accept proof that your previous education was conducted in English. The exact requirement is different from one university to another. For a Chinese taught program, you will normally need Chinese language proficiency, and HSK is one of the main ways universities evaluate this. So you need to decide this early. Step 3. Understand HSK before choosing a Chinese taught program. Now let's talk about HSK because many students hear about HSK but do not really understand what it is. HSK stands for Hanyu Shuiping Kaoshi, which means the Chinese proficiency test. It is a standardized test used to measure the Chinese language proficiency of non-native Chinese speakers. For the traditional 6-level HSK system that many students are familiar with, the levels are HSK 1, about 150 words, HSK 2, about 300 words, HSK 3, about 600 words, HSK 4, about 1,200 words, HSK 5, about 2,000 words, HSK 6, about 5,000 words. These figures refer to the widely used traditional HSK vocabulary framework. China is also transitioning to a newer HSK framework with different vocabulary standards, so students should always check which test format and requirement their university currently accepts. For university admission, HSK 4, HSK 5, and HSK 6 are the levels that become especially important for many Chinese taught bachelor's programs. A general way to understand the situation is this. Some of the highest ranked universities and some highly competitive programs can require HSK 6. Some other highly ranked universities and competitive programs may require HSK 5. Many universities accept HSK 4, although the required score can be different. For example, current undergraduate admission requirements show Chinese taught programs accepting HSK4, while some programs within universities require HSK5. So, if your goal is to access a wider range of universities, I recommend aiming for HSK4 as a minimum practical target and HSK5 if you want more options. With HSK4, you can still apply to many good Chinese universities and programs, but your choices can be more limited compared with someone who has HSK5 or HSK6. And remember, this is a general guide. The exact HSK level depends on your university, major, and program. Step 4. How long does it take to learn Chinese? A very common question is, can I learn enough Chinese in my home country before going to China? Yes. Many students start learning Chinese in their home country and work their way toward HSK4 with consistent and disciplined study. The important word is discipline. You do not need to study Chinese for 10 hours every day, but you need consistency. You need to study vocabulary, Chinese characters, grammar, listening, speaking, reading, and practice. If you study regularly for around a year, some students can reach HSK4, but the actual time depends heavily on your background, learning method, daily study time, and consistency. Do not think, I will study for a few weeks and somehow pass HSK4. Chinese is a different language from English, Urdu, Arabic, French, Spanish, and many other languages, so it requires regular practice. The earlier you start, the easier your university application becomes. Step 5. You can learn Chinese in your home country or in China. There are actually two possible routes. Route 1. Learn Chinese. Before going to China, you can study Chinese in your home country. You can prepare for HSK4 or HSK5. Then, after reaching the required level, apply directly for a Chinese-taught bachelor's program. This is a very good option if you want to save time and start your degree immediately. Route 2. Go to China for a Chinese language program first. Another option is to come to China first for Chinese language study. You can enroll in a Chinese language program, improve your Chinese, reach the required HSK level, and then continue into a bachelor's degree program. Some universities also provide pathways where students can complete Chinese language preparation before entering degree study. However, the exact pathway and whether you can transfer directly into a degree program depends on the university and its admission rules. Step 6. Understand Chinese language scholarships. There is another important thing students should understand. There are many bachelor's scholarship opportunities in China, but scholarships specifically for Chinese language study are generally much more limited, and many language scholarships are partial or have specific eligibility requirements. There is an important fully funded option known as the International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship. It can support eligible students with tuition, accommodation, living allowance, and medical insurance. For undergraduate international Chinese language education applicants under the published guidelines, the requirement includes HSK Level 4 with a minimum score of 210 and HSKK Intermediate with a minimum score of 60. For one-year Chinese-related study programs, the requirements can be lower depending on the specific study category. For example, the published guidelines include HSK Level 3 requirements for certain one-year programs. So please do not think, I have no Chinese, I will automatically get a fully funded Chinese language scholarship. The requirements depend on the program. Also, some bachelor scholarships can include a Chinese language preparation year together with the bachelor's degree period. That means you may find a scholarship structure where you study Chinese first and then continue to your bachelor's degree. So this is another pathway worth researching. I will also upload videos about Chinese language scholarships and related opportunities on this channel, so stay connected with GoX China. Step 7. If you choose an English-taught bachelor's program, now let's talk about students who do not want to study their bachelor's degree in Chinese. If you choose an English-taught program, you may not need HSK for the academic program. However, I strongly recommend learning some basic Chinese before coming to China. Why? Because your academic program may be in English, but your daily life will not always be in English. You may need Chinese when you buy food, you take transportation, you communicate with a landlord, you go shopping, you visit a hospital. You communicate with local people. You use some government or university services. You travel outside your university campus. You deal with everyday situations. So even if your degree is completely in English, learning basic Chinese can make your life in China much easier and help reduce the language barrier. You do not necessarily need HSK4 before coming for an English-taught degree. Even basic Chinese can be extremely useful. Step 8. Check your academic eligibility. Now we move to the university admission process. For bachelor's admission, you normally need a high school diploma or an equivalent qualification. Universities may also have requirements related to your academic grades, your age, your nationality, your previous education, your language proficiency, your health, your passport, and sometimes additional requirements for specific programs. Some majors can have additional academic requirements. For example, medicine, engineering, science, art, and other specialized fields may have different subject or language requirements. Therefore, do not assume that one university's requirements apply everywhere. Always check the official admission requirements for your exact program. Step 9. Research universities properly. Now you are ready to start building your university list. I recommend creating 3 categories. Dream universities. These are highly competitive universities where admission may be more difficult. Target universities. These are universities where your academic profile gives you a realistic opportunity. Safe universities. These are universities where your profile has a stronger chance. Do not apply to only one university. Make a balanced list. When researching each university, check major, teaching language, tuition fee, accommodation fee, scholarship availability, scholarship coverage, HSK requirement, English language requirement, CSCA requirement, academic requirements, age requirement, application deadline, application fee, application portal, and required documents. Step 10. Understand the CSCA test now. We come to one of the most important things for international bachelor's applicants. CSCA stands for China Scholastic Competency Assessment. It is an academic assessment for international students applying for undergraduate study in China. Depending on the university and major, you may need subjects such as mathematics, physics, chemistry, professional Chinese. The exact subjects depend on the university and your chosen major. The official CSCA information says universities determine how they use the scores, and applicants should confirm the required subjects with their intended universities. This means you should not choose your CSCA subjects randomly. First, decide which universities and majors you want to apply to, then check what those universities require. Another important point is that CSCA has multiple examination opportunities during the year. So do not panic if your first result is not as good as you expected. You should plan carefully around the available examination sessions and your application deadlines. For example, the official 2026 schedule included multiple examination sessions during the year. Take the examination when it is convenient for you and when the timing fits your application plan. And remember, always check the current examination schedule because dates can change from one year to another. If your score is not strong enough for your target universities, look for another available examination session and improve your preparation. And I will make a complete separate video about the CSCA test, including how to register, how to create an account, how to choose your subjects, how the examination works, how to prepare, how to take the examination, how the results work, and the complete application process. So, if you want that complete CSCA video, comment below and tell me CSCA complete guide. I will know that you are interested, and I can make a complete video covering the full process. Step 11. Prepare your documents. Now let's talk about documents. Prepare everything before you submit applications. Common documents can include your valid passport, high school diploma, high school transcript, expected graduation certificate if you have not graduated yet, language certificate, HSK certificate if required, English language certificate if required, CSCA result if required, personal statement or study plan if required, recommendation letters if required, medical examination documents if required, non-criminal record certificate if required, passport size photograph, financial documents if required, and any additional documents requested by your university or scholarship. The exact documents can vary, so your final checklist should always come from the official university. Also remember, if your documents are not in Chinese or English, you may need an official translation. Some universities may also require notarization or other forms of verification. Step 12. Find scholarships now. We reach one of the most important parts. Scholarships. There are many scholarship opportunities for international bachelor students in China. You may find Chinese government scholarships, provincial government scholarships, university scholarships, institutional scholarships, special university entrance scholarships, and other funding opportunities. But you must understand something, not every scholarship is fully funded. One scholarship may cover full tuition. Another may cover tuition and accommodation. Another may provide a living allowance. Another may cover only part of your tuition. So whenever you see the word scholarship, do not immediately assume it means everything is free. Look at the actual benefits. Ask, does it cover tuition? Does it cover accommodation? Does it provide a monthly allowance? Does it cover medical insurance? Does it cover the entire degree? Is the scholarship renewable every year? And what academic performance do I need to maintain? Step 13. Check the scholarship deadline separately. This is one of the biggest mistakes students make. They think, I submitted my university application, so I've automatically applied for every scholarship. That is not always true. Sometimes scholarship selection is included in the university application. Sometimes there is a separate scholarship application. Sometimes there are different deadlines. Sometimes you need to select a scholarship option while completing the university application. And sometimes a scholarship requires an additional application or recommendation procedure. So for every scholarship, check who provides the scholarship. What does it cover? Where do I apply? What documents are required? What is the deadline? Is the scholarship renewable? This information can make the difference between receiving funding and missing the opportunity. Step 14. Apply through the official university website. Once you have your university list and documents ready, go to the official university website. Find the International Student Admission section. Find the bachelor's admission page. Read the latest admission guide. Then open the official application portal. Create your account. Use an email address that you regularly check. Enter your personal information carefully. Upload your documents. Choose the correct major. Choose the correct teaching language. Complete the scholarship section if available. Pay the application fee if required. Then submit the application. One important rule. Do not trust random social media posts as your final source of information. You can use videos and social media to discover opportunities. But before you apply, always confirm the details from the official university or scholarship source. Step 15. Be extremely careful with your information. When filling out the application, make sure your name, passport number, date of birth, nationality, education history, email address, phone number, and other personal information are correct. Make sure your name is written exactly as it appears on your passport. Do not create different spellings of your name in different documents. And after submitting your application, take screenshots, save confirmation emails, save your application number, save copies of all uploaded documents. You may need them later. Step 16. Apply before the deadline. There is no single deadline for every Chinese university. Different universities can have different application deadlines. Different scholarship programs can also have different deadlines. Some programs close early, some programs remain open longer. Some scholarship deadlines are earlier than the regular admission deadline. Therefore, never follow a general statement such as, China bachelor's applications always close in June. That is not reliable. You need to check the exact deadline for the university, program, and scholarship you are applying for. And I strongly recommend applying early. Do not wait for the final day. Technical problems can happen. Documents can have errors. The application portal can become busy. You may discover that another document is required. So early preparation gives you time to correct mistakes. Step 17. Track your application. After submitting your application, your job is not finished. Check your email regularly. Check your application portal. Check your spam folder. The university may ask for additional documents, corrections, an interview, an additional test, verification, or other information. If the university contacts you and requests something, respond as soon as possible. Do not ignore university emails. Step 18. Wait for admission and scholarship results. After evaluation, you may receive admission with scholarship, admission without scholarship, conditional admission, waiting or further review, or rejection. Do not become discouraged if one university rejects your application. This is why we recommended applying strategically to multiple universities. Also remember that admission and scholarship results are not necessarily the same thing. You may receive admission but not receive the scholarship. You may receive a scholarship offer with conditions. Or you may have to wait for another scholarship decision. Read the result carefully. Step 19. Receive your admission documents. After receiving your final admission result, the university will provide the documents required for enrollment and visa processing according to its procedures. Keep your original admission documents safe. Do not lose them. You may need them for the next stage of the process. Step 20. Apply for the Chinese student visa. Once you have the necessary admission and study documents, you can begin the student visa process. For long-term study, international students generally use the X1 student visa. The visa process normally requires the university's admission documentation and the relevant study form. After entering China on an X1 visa, students generally need to complete the residence permit process within the required period. Chinese visa guidance states that an X1 visa holder should apply for a residence permit within 30 days after entering China. Because visa procedures can vary by country and can change, always check the current instructions from the Chinese embassy, consulate, or official visa service center responsible for your location. Step 21. Prepare for your journey to China. Now your application journey is almost complete. Before traveling, prepare your passport, visa, admission letter, required study documents, flight information, accommodation information, university contact information, emergency contact information, important academic documents, copies of your passport and visa, and some initial funds for your arrival. Keep important documents both physically and digitally. Once you arrive in China, follow your university's instructions for registration. Step 22. Complete university registration. When you arrive at the university, you may need to complete registration, submit original documents, complete medical procedures if required, complete residence permit procedures, move into accommodation, pay any required fees, receive your student card, attend orientation, and begin your bachelor's program. At that point, your application journey becomes your university journey. The complete roadmap in one sentence. So, let me make the entire process extremely simple. Decide your major. Then choose between an English taught or Chinese taught program. If you choose Chinese taught, start learning Chinese and work toward the HSK level required by your target universities. If you choose English taught, prepare the English language requirement and learn basic Chinese for daily life. Then shortlist universities. Check academic requirements. Check language requirements. Check CSCA requirements. Prepare documents. Search for scholarships. Check scholarship deadlines separately. Submit university applications. Track your applications. Complete interviews or additional tests if required. Receive admission and scholarship results. Receive your study documents. Apply for the student visa. Travel to China. Complete university registration. And start your bachelor's degree. That is your roadmap. Important advice for 2027 applicants. Now let me give you some final advice. Do not wait until applications open before starting everything. Your passport, your academic documents, your English test, or your HSK preparation can start early. Your CSCA preparation can start early. Your university research and your scholarship research can start early. The earlier you prepare, the less stress you will have later. And one more thing, do not focus only on the university ranking. The best university for you is not necessarily the university with the highest ranking. Consider the quality of your specific major, teaching language, scholarship, tuition, location, admission requirements, living costs, and your realistic chance of admission. A student who chooses a realistic university and receives a strong scholarship can sometimes have a much better experience than a student who spends all their effort applying to one extremely competitive university. And if you are still confused about HSK, remember this simple idea. HSK 4 can open many doors. HSK 5 gives you more options. HSK 6 can be necessary for some highly competitive universities and programs. But there is no universal HSK requirement for every Chinese-taught bachelor's program. Always check the current requirement for your specific university and major. And if you have no Chinese at all, do not think that your dream of studying in China is over. You can choose an English-taught bachelor's program. You can learn basic Chinese before coming to China. Or you can explore a Chinese language study route and then progress to a degree program where the university allows that pathway. There are different routes. The important thing is to choose the route that matches your academic background, language level, budget, and goals. I hope this roadmap has made the process much clearer for you. If you are planning to apply for a bachelor's degree in China for the 2027 intake, subscribe to GoX China. On this channel, I will continue uploading videos about bachelor scholarships, fully funded scholarships, university, provincial S, Chinese government scholarship opportunities, best universities in China and application guides, admission requirements, deadlines, and universities that many international students do not know about. And if you have any question or you are facing a problem during your application, write your question in the comments. I will do my best to help you as soon as possible. Also, if you want me to make a complete video about the CSCA test, including registration, application, subject selection, preparation, examination process, and results, comment below, CSCA Complete Guide. I will make a detailed video about it. Thank you very much for watching GoX China. Stay connected, keep learning, keep preparing, and I will see you in the next video.